Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. These are daily messages that will reach you when they are meant to. They are timeless. When we're in a collective, we all share energy. As I said, Spirit Guide Daily is going on hiatus, likely through the middle of September or the beginning of October. I don't know for sure yet because they have not told me. And why is that happening? Because I have so many trauma survivors who like to establish a feeling of safety in their routines, and routines are actually a rigid structure that block out our outcomes. And so we break them up sometimes, just like I couldn't do pick a cards for a while. I will not be doing the Spirit Guide Daily for a while, but it will return when the time is right. This is I think it's the Mystical Moments Tarot. It might be the Dreaming Way Tarot. I genuinely don't know at this moment. And I don't have the box available. It is by the same artist as the Mystical Moments Oracle card. This is the Endora Fortune Tech. This is the Infinity Oracle. Great deck, scuffed like crazy. Still a really good deck, but honestly, they made just a little bit of a mistake with their ink and cardstock because it looks a wreck. But it's a good deck. There we go. Let's get going with the, could be almost anything tarot here to find out what the energy for the collective is today, guys. Before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe because it helps my channel. If you like the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. Weird. Ace of Wands in reverse. Why am I saying weird? Because that's an interesting energy that can be about frustration or anger. It can also be about the relax, don't do anything, stop toiling so much, because the wands are about the actions that we take. It's a very inactive energy when it's not a frustrated energy. With Five of Cups in the upright. Okay. That can be about longing and craving, and it is one of the trigger energies for people who have OCD. And people who are codependent almost always have OCD that is related to trauma. It causes them to do things compulsively. This is getting a handle on compulsivity. With the Hierophant in the upright, which is the Taurus card, it is also the higher learning card. It is the mentorship, the learning, the teaching card. It's also the card of the patriarchy and of traditional marriage. I don't see it that way in this particular one. And this is a far more positive Five of Cups because there's no loss depicted here. This person is simply, they have their back turned to us as if they are moving forward. One of the things that your process and your walk should have taught you is that you're not meant to be repressing your negative emotions. That you're supposed to relax into feeling them and working them with a process. Now, listen, there's a lot of strong establishment energy in that particular Hierophant because it has the owl, which is the wisdom card. In the challenges that lay ahead in your life, and there will always be some challenges. We want the road to be paved with gold and we're driven down it in a diamond encrusted carriage. And that doesn't teach us much other than it's nice to feel comfortable. And so there's some discomfort, emotional discomfort in life. There has been, I feel a resolution around how you approach your anger. You're more likely to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I upset about? What am I sad about? Because anger rises up to protect our more fragile emotions, like grief, like heartbreak, like a bunch of things that we're trying not to look at sometimes. And they're asking you to remember that is what anger means within you. When we're trying to conquer, because it is the key to emotional peace and true success in life, the idea of responding and not reacting. Every time that you feel a flare of anger, sit with it for a moment. Don't react to it yet and ask yourself, what am I really angry about? Am I bringing more to this table than is warranted? And when you are, use the lessons that you have learned in order to get yourself through. You are being asked to continue learning on your spiritual journey. Never think that you've fully graduated. Till the day you die, you're going to be learning more and more about your higher self and your connection to guides. The Spirit, unseen forces watch over you. You're not alone on your journey. You never have been. The Wizard, use your skill to help others. That's what this is. As you talk about your process and the things that you've learned with those around you, remember, almost everybody that you encounter needs help with something. Everyone's masking something. Everyone's got an underlying issue that they don't have the tools to address. So if you found things that help you, share with those who are close to you. And I don't mean that's all you do. You're just a lecturer on a soapbox. but talk about your journey and the struggles that you've been through, because it will help more than the people that you know. I have a friend on Facebook who like very bravely was talking about her emotional journey for a while, and it's been like 6 years, and honest to goodness, when she first started posting about it, like the very English side of my nature, like I'm very much like, oh wow, we don't do that, we don't show our feelings, you don't wear your heart on your sleeve like that. And I would immediately know it's like that's she's doing something good, she's helping people. Why is this making me so uncomfortable? And the very act of responding to her like, oh wow, ooh, you're sharing a lot here, made me understand that I was the person engaging in an unhealthy level of repression, and that she was very healthfully seeking support. And so it's like, this is like 6 years ago, that person helped me by simply being open. Remember, be open about your struggles with those who care about you and the people that you care about as well. When you have been a student and mastered lessons, you can become a mentor in every single moment of your life about how to walk forward compassionately and kindly towards self and others. We have divine feminine. That is, in fact, the energy of love. We're going to go ahead and get another one with twin flame. Twin flames are not just a romantic concept. They are people who come from the same energy. Share the love and compassion that you have learned yourself with others. Remember, first we are students and then we are teachers. And that it does not have to be within a traditional structure or in a paid capacity to try and share with others the knowledge or the journey that we have been taken. As I said, 6 years ago, a friend of mine began really revealing some stuff that at that time in my life where I was still hiding from a lot of toxicity in a terribly bad, truly bad marriage, I felt uncomfortable with it, but understood that it's like, that's an issue within me. She's doing the right thing. And so she actually was one of the people who pushed me towards understanding what was going on within me. Remember, share with others what you have learned about how to live a better, a more healthful, and a happier existence. And it will begin to, everyone who is like you can gain something from it. Share with others so that your life can continue to expand in positive and loving and healthy energy. Use your skill to aid others. Remember, you're never alone. You're never alone. It can feel empty as a promise when you're told you have your guide, your guardians, your ancestors, your angels. When it's like, but I feel really alone. But you are not. You are not. Find a way to connect. Make sure that you have time every day, that it doesn't need to be a big ritual. It can be as simple as stopping for a moment and grounding and shielding, or simply asking for divine protection and for divine guidance. I'm going to share one more thing before we close this one out. And it's because a client of mine apparently did not realize that before you sit down for a meditation session, you can ask for guidance on your path. You can stop, take a moment to center and ground, and ask your guide, your guardians, your ancestors, and your angels, help bring me the answers that I need for my path. And it will not like be in a ticker tape in your forehead during that session, but the information is coming to you. Even if you do not feel it, it is there, and it will be guiding you in the days that follow. That was Spirit Guide Daily for today. Please don't forget to check out Logical Magic, Examining Esoterica, my podcast. More pick-a-cards will be coming. Yay! And that, like, I was really cut off from filming them for a while, and now we're switching gears again. I promise the Spirit Guide Daily will be back eventually, but for right now, it is taking just a little bit of a pause.